Well, good morning, folks. Yes. Okay, who is ready for some live girl chat? So ready. Hi. Now, before we begin, I just want to send thoughts and prayers to New York City. Earlier this morning, there was an explosion at the Port Authority bus terminal. Now, as of now, details are still emerging, but if you're in New York, please stay safe and just know that we are thinking of you today and you are in our prayers.
Yes.
Crazy world.
I know. Crazy.
Now, Lonnie, I heard that you have a very special message for someone very special.
Yes, I want to say happy birthday to my mom. Today is her birthday.
Birthday, Mama!
76 years young.
Oh, my God.
Spring chicken.
She's beautiful.
So beautiful. You know, and she just wanted me for her birthday gift to shout out her doctor, okay? Dr. Tony, thank you so much for all that you do for my mom. And his wife, Cherokee. Wow. She's like, that's all I want, to shout out Dr. Tony.
Wait, I mean, is that the things we're going to be requesting when we're older? Like, hey, can you make sure that you shout out the man that's keeping me alive? Like,
she's
I love that.
She's like, I lost 11 pounds, with Dr. Tony. I was like, well, go ahead, Dr. Tony. I'm going to see you too, Dr. Tony.
Make that a family discount.
Yes.
And again, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama Love. Happy birthday.
Now, don't forget to join in on the conversation today by following The Real Daytime's Instagram page, @TheRealDaytime. Use the hashtag GirlChatLive to make your voice heard. I'm going to be monitoring all your comments right here. I love hearing from you guys.
Yes, and speaking of making your voice heard, we need your help. As you know, we were so excited and humbled to hear that The Real was once again nominated for a NAACP Image Award. Huge honor in the Outstanding Talk Series category. And this year, you guys, for the first time ever, voting will be open to the public.
Yes.
Which means that all of you, our amazing fans, can cast your vote for our show.
That's so major.
Awesome.
Yeah, you get to vote, and you get to vote, and you get to vote, and you get to vote.
So important, because at the end of the day, we're not here without you guys.
Absolutely.
Every person
Absolutely.
comes to the show, turns on the channel, we're here because of you.
Yep. Okay, so here's how you guys can vote. Head to NAACPimageAwards.net/vote to cast your ballot.
Okay.
We'll also be posting the link on our social media pages, so make sure to follow us at The Real Daytime, and don't forget to vote. Vote! Vote!
Vote! Insta stories, we have the swipe up.
Yes.
Even if you go to our Insta story, if you didn't write down what she just said, you can just swipe up on the Insta story and it takes you right to the vote.
And you have to do it by this Friday.
Yes.
This Friday is the deadline, so please do it right now.
Yes.
And you'll get it done. So.
Yes,
So exciting. Thank you. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your doctors.
Spread the word.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, speaking of voting, earlier this morning, the 75th annual Golden Globe nominations were announced.
Amazing.
So Guillermo del Toro's sci-fi film, The Shape of Water, leads the film side with 7 nominations.
Huge.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing. While on the TV side, HBO's Big Little Lies received 6 nominations. My girlfriends cannot get enough of that show.
Yes,
Really?
I heard it's
I have
so
to see
good.
it. Yes. Meryl Streep, who last year was honored at the Golden Globes with a Lifetime Achievement Award, picked up her 31st nomination for playing Washington Post publisher Katharine Graham in Steven Spielberg's The Post.
So iconic.
The Best Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical category is also making headlines this morning for nominating Jordan Peele's social thriller, I Love, Get Out. It tackles in such a clever way the issue of race. I think everybody needs to watch that film. If you haven't watched that film, you are late. Get Out is sick.
Really good.
The controversy is that it was nominated as a comedy and a musical.
That's interesting, yeah.
And people were really upset, especially on Twitter, because it was like, is it a horror movie? Is it a documentary or whatever? Well, we got a tweet from Jordan Peele. He sent it out, and he basically said that it's a documentary. That's what it is. So it's not really a musical or a comedy, but it's still being honored. So,
and that's huge.
that's huge,
Yes.
you know. The thing I do have an issue with is that for the directors, they nominated only white males, and this year we had some great women, along as well as Jordan, who should have been nominated. Because usually, if you nominate Best Picture, you usually nominate the director.
Yeah, Best Director.
But you also had the female director for Wonder Woman. I think she did a great job. She didn't get a nomination. So we still have a long way to go when it comes to that kind of thing. But Mary J. Blige got 2 nominations.
That is awesome.
Yeah, supporting actress for Mudbound and also for Best Song. And also Octavia Spencer is in the same category. Octavia's just phenomenal. She needs to come on the show, Octavia.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
I'm a big fan when it comes to the TV side of the show Blackish. I'm obsessed. I think it's so clever and smart. And the whole Blackish family are family with the Rihanna. I really hope they win because I just want to see them go up there and like.
And one of your people got a nomination too.
Oh, my people.
Hong Chow for Downsizing, actress.
Yes.
There she is.
Yes.
There she is.
Did you see the beautiful?
Yes.
She's so cute. Look at her.
So beautiful.
I met her
I
recently
love it.
too.
Well, you guys know I'm obsessed with The Crown.
Yes.
Claire Foy got nominated. She actually won, I think, last year. But I learned, if you watch the first season, that she just had a newborn and she was able to nurse during the entire season. So I gotta get into a production that allows a woman who just had a child to be able to have that choice and nurse her child while she's working at the same time. I think that's cool.
You did that.
I did that too. Thank you, the Real production. They actually
and Lonnie, I got kicked out of my dressing room.
I did take Lonnie's dressing room, but only because you had a little space where they could actually have a crib.
Nursery.
Yeah, and a nursery.
Well, they actually built the space for
I
it.
did see.
They built it for Araya.
Thank you so much.
It was
for allowing me to
beautiful.
do that. And then, okay, you guys, I love this category. Best television series, drama. It is stacked. The Crown, Game of Thrones, The Handmaid's Tale.
All your shows.
All my shows. Stranger Things. And This Is Us.
That is my show. I'm obsessed with This Is Us.
That's like some serious competition.
That is. That's hard.
That's hard.
I'm gonna go for This Is Us.
But going back to the movie side, even in the actor category, you have Tom Hanks for drama, and also Denzel Washington. He's been nominated as well.
Amazing actor.
That afro, I think he might get it with that afro he had on.
And also musically, somebody I love from back in the day. Anybody miss some Raphael Sadiq?
Oh, yeah! And Mariah Carey got nominated, too.
It's a good one.
It's great. Interesting.
I'm gonna be tuning in.
Me too.
For sure.
Well, one issue that's a constant problem around the globe, you guys, is bullying. And over the weekend, this topic was front and center after a heartbreaking video went viral of a middle schooler named Keaton Jones describing how he was being bullied at school. Keaton's mother, Kimberly Jones, decided to upload the video after she had to pick up her son from school because he was too afraid to eat lunch. Here's some of what Keaton had to say.
What did they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Pour milk on me and put ham down my clothes. Threw bread at me. People that are different don't need to be criticized about it. It's not their fault.
Keaton's video was viewed more than 15 million times within 2 days of being posted, and even inspired the hashtag #StandWithKeaton. Celebrities including Jennifer Lopez, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, and Cardi B also decided to share the video on their social pages to help bring attention to Keaton's story. Now, when I first saw this, the only thing that I could really think of is, oh my gosh, what if that was my child? Because now I have 2 kids. I talk about them all the time. And sometimes the things that you just can't control are things that, happen at school. And kids, man, they can be really, really mean.
Yes.
My cousin Jerome actually is a teacher at a school, and I constantly always think about, okay, how can we solve this problem? They do have assemblies in the beginning of the school year to talk about the staff on hand, who are trained in these type of things. But the one issue they always find is that a lot of these kids internalize it. The bullies have them so afraid that they can't even, vocalize it, speak out until it's too late. And this is a serious problem because kids are actually committing suicide more and more, now more than ever. So I know as a mom, I have the responsibility to talk to my children to say, one, if you see a kid getting picked on, you stand up for that child. That's one. And then the other is don't forget that you have a voice. You come home and you tell, your mama, and also you tell your teachers, you tell, the staff at the school, like, wait a minute, there are kids or someone that's bothering me, and they've got to do more than just like kick the kick the kid out of school. We
that
have
kid
to do
just goes
something.
to another school and will do it to somebody else.
Or find them at home and call them or whatever.
Yeah.
And
That's what stood out most to me about
Pick on
dear
him then.
Keaton. Keaton, I gotta tell you, I really look up to you because the first thing you did that was so smart is that you told your mom, which was brave of you to speak out about it, right? And the second thing I noticed about you is that you actually pondered why somebody does this, which shows me what a good heart you have. I need a friend like you. Anybody out here, how many of you would actually need a friend like Keaton?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Keaton, I mean, you're getting so many invitations, but please someday when you're in LA, because you've got so many friends in LA now, come to The Real, come and meet us. I just want to meet you because you're so brave, you're so cool. And if those kids ever say anything about your nose from now on, just tell them, this nose can smell just fine, and I can smell that you are like a dog dookie right now to me.
Yeah.
You smell like dog doo-doo. Let them know that, because that's just whack, man.
Go ahead.
I just think that this is. It just seems like common sense. Be kind to people.
Yeah.
We have all these classes that teach all these other things. What about teaching children to just be kind to one another?
They don't like that, though.
What a concept.
I know, but at the same time, we all hear it, and it's true. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
Still today, if there's mean girls out there, they still do the same thing when they don't feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
A couple of things on this issue. One, there's a picture floating around of Keaton's mother and the kids, and it's like a Confederate flag and things like that. The reason why people are bringing it up is that they're saying that they don't know, maybe it was something that was said, and maybe the kids, I don't know about that, but that's that issue. Second issue I have with this is, and I agree with you ladies about this, but my concern is that we have all of these celebrities and he's getting all this attention right now. But what's going to happen after the attention goes away?
Yeah.
And it's still going to affect him. So it's like, it's nice right now that everybody's here, but in 3 days, it'll be forgotten.
Yeah.
And so there really needs to be some policies put in place by schools, and parents need to work together to, I don't know, maybe there's some courses that people can take that they can teach the students. You know, there was hall monitoring. Back in the day, if I had a problem, my mama would go up to the school, okay?
But that's the question.
You know what I'm saying? But
maybe these kids that are bullying other kids, you have to ask yourself, for the kids that are being the bullies, what are they being taught at home? You have to wonder, do they have parents that are involved in their lives? What is their parents' influence on them? Do they have nice parents?
Yeah. Well, that's
real.
And also, I have to go back, back in the day when it was a village. You know, I would go in my neighborhood, and if I did something wrong, they was like, you know, I'm telling your mama. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't about beating or spanking or whatever. It was a point of respect. And we're losing, our kids are losing a sense of respect nowadays. And we need to bring that back. You know, for the parents, for older people, everybody. And that's what we have to start teaching. So we're going to keep monitoring this, but I just wanted to, I agree with you ladies.
I want to hear what you guys
100%.
are saying online. At NoVayCap'n86 said, this is so messed up. Leave people's kids alone. Let them be kids. Stop bullying. If it was you, it would be different. Keep your head up, buddy. It's going to be okay.
Well, speaking of going viral, clothing company Wish, they have a new ad that recently got a lot of attention on social media, but for all the wrong reasons. Wish's ad was criticized for using thin models to sell their plus-size tights. Product shots on Wish's website show the models stretching out the tights with their arms and bringing the fabric up to their face. On a listing for another pair, the model has her entire body in just one leg of tights. Now, ladies, do you think this ad is daring or just plain rude?
What? I don't think the ad is dumb. I think you just realize here that there are hella people out there who are dumb.
Yes.
Because they approve things like this, and they're like, it's good, it's smart. Let's go ahead and put that
Well,
up.
Who sat in there and thought this was okay?
First of all,
who was like, that, I approve that, that's gonna be a hit?
I'm a plus-size girl, okay? These are my tights. These are my actual tights. And I don't think, Jeannie, you can fit in the, you can put your head over these tights. These are the actual size.
I can't believe that.
And I'm 240, okay? I'm 240. So this is how, so I don't know what elephant is in those tights.
Yeah, what kind of stretch does that have?
I think they knew that, you know, people would probably be offended by it. and would get people talking about it because I didn't know what Wish was before.
No, never heard of it.
Before this, and now there's a thing called clickbait. Whereas when people see this, everything's about how many likes you have, how many followers you have,
views.
Yes. So they knew that if they put a skinny model in, some oversized whatever tights, and make fun of the situation, then people will be talking about it. And look,
that's
now
not helping their sales, because now all the big
but-
girls ain't gonna buy their stuff.
Right?
That's the whole
It's
thing. We're not
offensive.
buying it. And
I
you
know,
gonna do that.
there are people out there who would think, okay, well, they're talking about it, must be popular. Oh, I'm gonna buy it now. Like you were saying, there are
That is
people
so
that
corny.
This is
That's
another
smart.
case for Jamal, the intern. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's an intern that sit in the corner that don't nobody pay attention to. His name is usually Jamal, and he will tell you the right and the wrong.
Yes.
If you would have went to Jamal and said, "What do y'all think about us putting
Yes.
tights over skinny girl's head?"
Yes.
He would be like, "Nah, that's not cool, dog.
Nah,
That's
man.
not cool.
For real. It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's gonna be a no.
gonna be a
It's
no.
a no."
Also think, like, if you're the model, what are you thinking when they tell you, okay, so you're gonna pose, we're gonna make up and glam you, then you're gonna crawl into the hosiery, and you're just gonna stretch it out.
It's just rude.
Let me show you that my whole body is one of your legs. That's terrible.
That's so dumb.
Rude.
Girl,
Rude.
models, you guys are so smart, so you guys have a choice.
Yes.
Say no
Use your
when
brain.
it looks dumb like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.